Hi everyone, Dr. Laura Neville here. I wanted to make a video for you to dispel fear, but also to give you some legitimate scientific information about COVID-19 and coronavirus. So, coronavirus is already here in the United States. It's going to hit our system exponentially here in a few days to a week. So know that that's going to happen. The healthcare system will be quite overwhelmed. And the one thing that we can do to mitigate this issue right now and to reduce the suffering and cases of death is social distancing. You've heard of that. That really just means laying low, avoiding contact with multiple different people as you would do in your daily life. Stay within your household as much as possible. Definitely you can go outside, of course, but the less interaction you have one-on-one with other humans is really what needs to happen right now to manage this. So it's already here. We were a little behind the eight ball, I have to say, as a country in handling this. We can look at other countries around the world. I'm going to link to a very good article which explains a lot of this, looking at other countries around the world and how they've been hit by this, what their strategy was in trying to prevent and contain it. And those that did not act early were the countries that suffered the most. And unfortunately, here in the United States, we tend to be very independent thinking. We're a little egotistical. We think, stuff like this doesn't happen here. But unfortunately, we're going to see this explode. So I don't mean to spread fear, but I do want to keep you informed that this is going to hit our healthcare system. Okay, so respect when social distancing is suggested, okay? It may not be suggested too much longer. There may be a requirement coming soon, but please, as much as you can, be preventative. Act now by social distancing yourself. Hand washing, very important, probably the second most important thing you can do, if not the first, as far in comparison to social distancing. I will link to a video on how to wash your hands. Maybe that sounds totally obvious, like, oh my gosh, Dr. Neville, I know how to wash my hands, but it's quite informative. So 20 seconds, make sure you're using soap, do this as much as possible in all those little crevices, in between the fingers, rub, rinse, dry off with a clean towel, okay? At least 20 seconds. Remember that people that aren't showing obvious signs can still be contagious. So a lot of us are assuming, we aren't coming into contact with people that are ill, but you do want to be mindful that up to 26%, it's thought, of people that may have the virus are not showing symptoms yet, okay? So it's important to take this seriously, not to be fearful, but to use social distancing, washing your hands. The good news is that coronavirus, the virus itself is enveloped in a fat layer, and disinfectants, so soaps and like diluted bleach, will break through that fat layer and kill the virus. So use that to your advantage right now. We all need to be doing that as much as possible. I'm going to link to a CDC article which describes how you can make a bleach solution at home and disinfect as much as possible. Okay, so every day counts right now. As much as we can use the social distancing, I know I've said this 10 times before, but I want to drive this home. This is our most powerful tool that we have right now to stop the explosion in what's going to happen and make sure our healthcare system, we have the tools and resources and workers to be able to handle what's already coming and to not make this any worse than it already is. Couple myths to talk about. The face mask. So those that are already ill, the face mask can be good at preventing the respiratory droplets from spreading to other people. If you're not already ill, wearing a face mask is not going to be helpful. Now, there are special types of face masks called the N95, and those are being reserved for healthcare workers because that has been shown to prevent spread between healthcare workers. However, there needs to be specialized training actually in how to fit this exactly to the face making sure there are absolutely no holes where the viruses can get in. So it's not for the average person right now, but do wear a face mask if you are ill. If you're not, no need at this point to wear that face mask. Okay, we talked about bleach and soap being helpful to kill the virus. I'm also going to link below this video to the EPA's list of a few, not an exhaustive list, but of some common household cleaning products that are approved and have been shown to kill coronavirus. Remember that coronavirus in the air will last up to 3 hours, and then on non-porous substances like stainless steel and plastic, it's thought that it can last up to 2 to 3 days. So this is why cleaning those types of areas, doorknobs, door handles, elevator buttons, those types of things that come in a lot of contact that are non-porous, that virus seems to be able to live on there for quite a while. So we want to make sure we are cleaning that as best as possible. I'm also going to link to my amazing colleague's Instagram page here. There was a video that she put out the other day on the research behind why it looks like some individuals are at higher risk for developing complications. So those with diabetes, those with high blood pressure and lung disease seem to be on that list. And she does a great job describing why we think that is, and actually the mechanism of how the virus is acting once it gets into the human body. So again, this is my take-home message. Do not panic, because panic does not help the immune system. But do please stay informed. Listen to this video. I'm going to list some amazing, really legitimate scientific links below this. Share this with family members and friends that you love so that they can have the links as well. And then after that, get off social media, okay? Go take care of yourself. If you enjoy meditating, this is a great time to do that. If you've never tried it before, now's a great time to try it, okay? There is research on immune support from meditation, and some of the most interesting research I think that's out there. Do what makes you happy. If you're introverted, you've been preparing your whole life for this. So stay home, get creative, work on those art projects. Consider cooking with your family members, even by yourself. That can be really enjoyable. I think cooking, listening to jazz music is a really awesome way to spend time. If you want to read a real book, that would be a wonderful idea. And just, such a nice way to spend this time that we need to at home, rather than, on social media scrolling all day long. Last night, I ate tacos in the bathtub, for instance. So that was my enjoyment. I loved every second of it. If you want to try that too, let me know how you enjoy it. Share with me below this video what you guys are all doing at home to not just use social distancing, but to enjoy this time. We can actually see it as an opportunity to connect with one another, to be mindful of the community around us. Remember that those who are immune compromised are at higher risk. That actually includes myself. I'm type 1 diabetic, so it may seem like we're just trying to protect elderly people with really complicated chronic health conditions, but remember, you're actually protecting people like me too that aren't super obvious that they're immune compromised. So thank you all so much for listening to this video, for staying informed, and for not panicking, but just spreading true information. Again, look at all those links and share this video with those that you love. I'll see you soon.